Democrats continue to spew lies about the contents of Project 2025. And I've been on Reddit and in some comments and comment sections and stuff like that, arguing with Democrats about this. I don't know why I do it. Sometimes I like to troll, but some of the lies are blatant, like ending Social Security and all this other fake stuff that's not even in the thing. If you read it for yourself, you can see that. But they know most Democrats aren't going to go read it for themselves, so they can make up things, and the party is going to follow along with it. They're gonna spew those same lies that's being made up. So we're gonna call out these lies. We're gonna talk about it. But before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button, share this out so we can get this information out there. Subscribe if you're not already a subscriber, and hit that alarm bell so you know when I'm putting out new stuff. Also, check out my link tree in the description. It has a link to my Patreon, and that's where I talk about things that I can't talk about here. All right, so let's talk about this news here. This comes from the Federalist Monroe Harless, and it's a female. I've never heard of a female Monroe, but it's okay. But she reports that, see, here's a picture of her right here. But she reports that Democrat officials have launched a disinformation campaign about the Heritage Foundation's Project 2025, misattributing policies nowhere to be found in the project and falsely linking them to former President Donald Trump. And mind you that Donald Trump said he is not for the 2025 Project 2025. So they just making all of this stuff up. Even though I'm for it. I wish Donald Trump was for it. But as of we stand right now, he says he does not plan on implementing Project 2025. But yet they still attribute it to him. The project is a policy roadmap for the future Republican administration created by the Heritage Foundation, a conservative think tank, and outlined in a nearly 1,000-page document highlighting long-held conservative priorities. These statements are nothing new. We've been talking about a lot of these things in conservative circles, and matter of fact, we run on some of these policies already. The left's fear-mongering campaign comes amidst panic in the Democratic Party, which has fractured over Biden's cognitive decline and abysmal election polling. Quote, Project 2025 is a dangerous takeover by Trump and his allies to pass his extreme MAGA agenda, Biden recently said on X, including a video that claims the project, quote, would allow employers to stop paying overtime for millions and, quote, enact a national abortion ban. None of that is true. The claims are massive distortions of the project's actual policies. The outline in reality suggests, quote, calculating the overtime period over a long number of weeks with the goal of giving workers greater flexibility in their schedule. How does that sound like getting rid of overtime? You know, a national abortion ban is nowhere to be found in the policy outline, which insists conservatives should, quote, recognize the many women who find themselves in immensely difficult and often tragic situations. The project encourages, quote, complying with statutory bans on the federal funding of abortion, so, which is already in place. The federal government is not supposed to be funding abortions, okay? And notes that, quote, alternative options to abortion, especially adoption, should receive federal and state support. Okay. How is that getting rid of abortions? See how they twist things? But the Biden campaign has doubled down on efforts to attribute the project to Trump, even creating a webpage that calls the policy plan Trump's Project 2025. Trump has repeatedly distanced himself from the think tank's policies. Quote, I disagree with some of the things they're saying, and some of the things they're saying are absolutely ridiculous and abysmal, Trump posted on Truth Social. Again, I disagree with Trump on that, but that's his stance on that. And then they still try to say that this is his project. Quote, anything they do, I wish them luck, but I have nothing to do with them. The website nevertheless insists that Trump plans on, quote, reinstating and expanding the racist Muslim ban. There's no Muslim ban there. Arming teachers and raising the retirement age. First of all, arming teachers, I got no problem with that as long as they're trained. They should be. Why wouldn't you want an armed teacher to be able to protect the students? Because we know police don't show up until after something happens. So to have an equalizer there, i.e. an armed teacher, why would you be against that? Raising the retirement age, I got no problems with that. People are living longer. It's hard to keep up with Social Security and stuff. It's also claimed Project 2025 will put families access to IVF treatments in jeopardy and cut Social Security. They just, again, make this stuff up. Not one of these policies is contained anywhere in Project 2025. So next time they try to say, hey, they want to end, they want to get cut Social Security, say, hey, show me the section that says that. Let's go look at it together. Show me the section that says that, and they will not find it. Other Democrats have participated in the fear mongering. Quote, they're going after IVF. Democrat Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez claimed on MSNBC in February. They also want to control what they call recreational sex. This is so clearly a patriarchal theocracy. Again, it doesn't mention sex in there at all. They just, how do they come up? They just make this stuff up. And the sad part is, the majority of Democrats, like I alluded to earlier, is not going to go and read this themselves. They're not going to use any type of critical thinking. They're just going to go along with whatever AOC says, even though most of what she says are lies. Project 2025 makes no mention of in vitro fertilization. And the good thing is now when we got like long articles, long things like this, like PDFs, you can literally search there, type in vitro fertilization. I'm struggling today. You can simply put that in the search thing, and it'll pull up if anything's in there that mentions in vitro or IVF, and it's not recreation, and it doesn't mention recreational sex either. Again, they just make these things up. Mentions of God and Christian are limited to religious freedom, tax exemptions, work as service to God, and God-given individual rights to live freely, contrary to AOC claims of theocracy. Celebrities on the left have joined in on the misinformation campaign as well. Hollywood actor Mark Hamill, a longtime Democrat fundraiser and Biden supporter, spoke out against Project 2025 in a recent post, writing, "With fear for our democracy, I dissent." The actor included a graphic of Trump with a laundry list of goals supposedly outlined in the project, including ending no-fault divorce, banning African-American studies, banning contraception, banning Muslim immigration, cutting Social Security, raising retirement age, and court packing. Again, they just making all this stuff up. And it's funny he mentioned court packing when the Democrats are been the ones talking about adding more Supreme Court justices because they don't like the way they're leaning. So, I mean, these people are so fake, and it's easy to call them out on their bullcrap. Project 2025 responded with an enumerated list of 30, quote, myths versus facts, clarifying Hamill's more misleading claim. Quote, mandate for leadership calls for lower taxes for all Americans. Individuals spend their money in more productive ways than the government does, the Post noted, debunking the assertion that Project 2025 calls for higher taxes for working class people. Again, they just make this stuff up. It goes on to say, quote, mandate for leadership plan would not eliminate the FDA or the EPA, or NOAA's function would be transferred to other agencies, the private sector, and states and territories. The Post clarified about misleading claims on government agency policy. But regardless of the facts about the Heritage Foundation Project 2025, Democrats and their supporters will continue to lie about the policy plans, substance, and inaccurately link the plan to Trump in an attempt to derail his presidential campaign. I mean, because again, what else do they have? They can't run off of Biden because he possibly had Parkinson's or some other type of mental health disorder, and he can't run off of the Biden and his policies and the Democrat policies because it's destroying the economy. So they take this Project 2025 to have absolutely nothing to do with Trump, and they attach it to Trump, and they make things up and try to say that Republican conservatives are wanting to take away all these rights. It's easy to call them out on this. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this. Leave your comments down below. Like, share, and subscribe. And check out jjthepsychotherapist.com for the latest in news. Until next time, peace.